The Culture, with Seven Mitchell, Battle Rap Debate Podcast, on T7M Radio. T7M Radio. Exclusive interview.
All right, y'all, T7M Radio. This is The Culture with Seven Mitchell. I got a special guest joining me, a household name to this thing we love called Battle Rap, the champion of T7M Radio, might I add. This is the BARGOD. We got Danny Myers back in the building.
Salutations, brother.
Yes,
salutations.
Salute. Appreciate you, man, as always. Salute to everything you got going on, man.
Absolutely, man. Salute to you, man, for all the hard work you put in, man.
Man, we out here doing our thing, man. You already know. I got so much to talk to you about, but I want to try to keep this thing quick. I don't want to hold you, but we got so much going down in battle rap, man. I definitely want to pick your brain and get your thoughts on some things.
Oh, yeah. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for. Shit, I got all day.
Talk. All right, well, I want to get into your situation first, man. Initiation, going down on the URL out in Cali. You locked in versus New Jersey Twork.
Absolutely, man. You know, I'm definitely excited. You know, Twork is one of the most electrifying battlers in the culture. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of energy. His pen game is getting crazy. His presence, he just got like this star power. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he's dealing with a god. You understand what I'm saying? He's dealing with a nigga he's dealing with a man who done seen the A-Verb Showtimes, the JC Haymakers, the Big K Haymakers, B-Dot Haymakers, Chilla Jones Haymakers. You know what I'm saying? I done stood in front of the world's best writers and battlers, period. You know what I mean? So this just gonna be just another day for me. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And it's like, I feel like he coming in, but he's like the mini me. That's why I gave him the BARGOD chain. I passed down the chain to him. I say, yo, okay, you gonna be the successor of this. You know what I'm saying? But problem is, I'm still here. So if he really wanna solidify himself as the new BARGOD, he gotta kill the original BARGOD. He gotta beat me to get that. But that's not gonna happen. So
let me ask you this.
That's that.
When it comes to the battle for Twork or versus Twork, what is this battle about for you, Danny? Is this to show that he is not that dude? Is this to show that he can beat the hottest nigga out? Is this to show Twork that it's levels? Like, what's the mission for the BARGOD?
Yeah, it's really, okay, there's a few reasons, okay? So, for one, I want to teach him lessons. Like, if I pass him the chain, it's like, I want you to be great, but you don't really know everything yet. You ain't been here as long as I have, so who better to teach you than myself? So I'm gonna show him some things that he needs to know. You know what I'm saying? Before he can officially take over the whole BARGOD shit. You feel me?
Okay.
So like Mr. Miyagi gotta really teach Daniel's son all the lessons before Miyagi passed away, and then Daniel's son can continue the tradition. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And then the other thing is, he's one of the hottest dudes in battle rap. So it's like, every time somebody was hot and on a crazy streak, I wanted that person, because I'm the monster hunter. I hunt monsters. You feel me? So when Chilla was hot and just sent Prep Soul, I was like, give me Chilla. You know what I'm saying? When Danger Zone was on that crazy streak, 2015 Battler of the Year, I said, give me Danger. So Jonai, same thing with Jonai. So when y'all already know my history, like when somebody's on fire, that's who I want. I want who y'all think is the best, and I'm gonna show you that he not. I do that shit every time. This is gonna be another example.
Now, of course, if you are gonna pass the torch down, you have to have some level of respect for his pen game. What's the level of respect for New Jersey Twork's pen game that you actually do have?
You know, when I already knew, like when he said, like monotheism, I let one guide him to the sky, or let one guide him to the gates of heaven. When he's referencing thing like monotheism on URL, and we know URL is normally gun bars, drug bars, life struggle bars, Nobody's talking about monotheism. Nobody's talking about Nicodemus and Nebuchadnezzar. Like, the things that Twerk is referencing is fresh air to me on URL, and I'm highly impressed with, you know, his reference selection. So I understand his pen game and his mind is a lot deeper than a lot of the people on URL, honestly. And that's what made me really take interest. You know what I mean? Because a lot of dudes got presence and star power energy, but when I noticed, because, you know, if I'm a bar god, trust me, I'm listening. I'm listening to these guys' rhymes. I'm breaking down every line, every entendre. I'm checking if your syllables is matching up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the little finer things that the average fan really not listening for.
Right.
So when I'm hearing Twerk, I'm hearing flashes of greatness, yet I still see flaws. You know, he still do a little reaching here and there. You know, he be choking, stumbling. There's flaws, but if dusted off and polished correctly, it could be something. So Twerk is like one of those antiques. You know, you find a gold lamp in a trash can, it probably got a little dust and dirt on it, so you just dust it off and now it's worth something. So I just gotta dust him off, and then he'll be shiny.
Well, let me ask you this, because you are the BARGOD, one of the hardest, if not the hardest working artist that I've ever met in this thing.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. With Twerk having those allegations put on him about the wordplay and the material, how do you still find a level of respect with this? Not saying that it's true.
You know what? You know what? Oh man, that's a very peculiar situation to be in, because I do understand that it's a million of us battlers. It's only 26 letters in the alphabet. It's only so many things niggas can really rap about that ain't already been said. Like I said, on top of you not saying something that a million niggas already said, you gotta say some shit that you haven't already said. Right. So a lot of times we're gonna come into situations where somebody's pulling from the same source material and they're making their own punchline out of it. And then there's just some cases where niggas is saying shit word for word. So you can get some shit where it's like, it's just a coincidence. So and so said that. Or he said something like that. Or he said this, but he put his own little spin on it. And sometimes that's just coincidence, and sometimes it's just blatant fighting. I never really got proof, solid, conclusive evidence that Twerk was stealing bars.
Right.
But it definitely don't look good. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? But despite that, I still have respect for his pen game, because he is bringing something different to the table every time he get up there. He is trying to be original. You know, despite the shit that he said that other niggas might have said already, I still see a lot more things that he says that are actually original. So I think the good outweigh the bad.
Facts. So overall, in your opinion, Danny, by you being a veteran, you think Twerk is good for the URL moving forward?
Yeah, because he represents something different. Because if we get everybody doing the same thing over and over, then there's really no growth, and it just shows that URL has hit a ceiling in terms of the content that is able to be said on their platform. Like I said, everything is just gun bar, dope dealing, trapping, gun bar, I'll sock your mama, I'll shoot you, I've been on the block, I've been homeless before. All this, we get that. We hear this time and time again. And then you get Twerk, which is a breath of fresh air, and you hear some new substance and new material. So I think he definitely is a good example to be, for the newer guys, or somebody who might not even be a battle rapper yet. They can just look at what Twerk is doing and, just take from that and build on their own shit from there.
Yeah, the star quality is crazy. Even if from the fan point of view, if you're not really into the sport and you really get into it and start by watching Twerk, right, you're going to be stuck.
And you know what? And that's something you cannot train for. That's something you just got to have. It's either you got it or you don't. And right, just Twerk just so happens to have star quality along with dope substance. And that's what makes him like a double threat. You know what I mean?
Word. When is initiation going down? We got a date?
Yeah, July 8th, Los Angeles, California. July 8th, get your tickets, Eventbrite. right now. You know what I'm saying? Tickets are selling fast. The party is dope. A couple more dope announcements coming up. So,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
You know, it's something dope that we can have on the West Coast besides traffic, our annual huge car traffic. And that'll be coming up too this year, I think November. So, you know, shout out to KG for expanding. Shout out to URL for expanding to the West and going to hitting all these other different markets that they hit, like Houston. They did the Volume 2 down there in Orlando, even though it was a private event. At least they still travel. You feel me? So yeah, initiation July 8th.
How important do you think it is that the URL have been consistently throwing battles in the West Coast? Because you can go anywhere and try to get the bag, throw an event, but they've been very consistent with the West Coast as far as putting on events. How important?
Yeah, you know what? I want to salute them, because when they first came to the West, I was not happy in terms of, I just thought it was like a flash in the pan type of thing.
Okay.
So the first traffic, right? I was like, okay, y'all came out to the West and y'all did traffic, but everybody just called it the URL West and not really respected it as URL.
Right.
So it was almost like a separate thing. It was like a separate thing from URL. So it's like you'll have the NBA, then you'll have like the D League, which is kind of like the NBA, but it's not really. So I was like, people was looking at the traffic thing as, oh, that's just a West Coast side thing that the URL does. But I think over time, it has now gained the proper respect from the fans as, no, this is an actual URL event. And with Traffic 3 going down, where you had names like Suge and T-Top and JC and, and Tay-Rock, Disaster, that, like, Traffic 3 really solidified the URL's position in the West Coast as, like, we are here. Like, this is really the URL down here. This ain't just we just gonna throw y'all a bone.
Right.
So,
you've been at the forefront of this.
Is great.
You've been at the forefront of all this. How happy are you personally?
Oh man, it's like it's a dream come true, man. Because I've worked my whole life to get the West Coast to the point it's at now. Like, I wanted the West Coast to be respected as a true region that has real skills, and we're not just like some novelty. And because when people think of West Coast battle rap, it was always just like grind time and things of that nature, Awkwards and Illmaxisaurus during the freestyle era, but not really respected on the same level as like the Murder Mook and Sirius Jones and Loaded Lux. Like, it was not never respected on the same level. But over the years, with just grind and hard work, you know what I'm saying? Me, Daylight, Nitty, Disaster, shout out to Emerson Kennedy and B-Dot and GEECHI, just all the new West Coast guys coming up. We are now officially here, and we're making statements every time we get on that stage. Like, niggas know when you get on a stage with a West Coast dude, this ain't no come get some money battle. That's like, oh, this is just a bag.
That's a
like you gotta really bring it. B-Dot not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. Rum Nitty is not playing. So whether you beat us or don't beat us, you just know that this ain't nothing to be played with. I'm very happy, man. I definitely was one of the leading people to get this movement to where it is, and to see it where it is now just shows that all my hard work wasn't in vain.
Word. Let me get some key to victories when it comes to initiation with a couple of these battles. I know the card is not fully put out there, but we do got Rum Nitty versus BRIZZ going down. What's your thoughts and keys to that particular matchup?
Rum Nitty might have to do some different things as opposed to just punching BRIZZ away. I don't know if just punching BRIZZ is gonna do the job, because BRIZZ does so much more. He's entertaining. He does the disrespectful things, and Nitty not really known for like the disrespectfulness. He's more for the creative, witty gun lines. Right. That's his thing. That's what he promotes. He's on that. So I'm not sure if that is gonna beat BRIZZ. So Nitty might have to do a couple things different or add something to his repertoire to beat BRIZZ. And at the same time, BRIZZ gonna probably have to step up his pen game if he hopes to beat Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? On the other end of the spectrum. You feel me?
Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, let me see.
What about
go ahead.
What about, what's it, Tech 9 and GEECHI's locked in on this card?
Yeah. So GEECHI pretty much can just keep doing what he's doing. Cause you know, GEECHI's been in there with, and the thing about GEECHI is he's not stuck in a box to where he's just talking his gangster stuff, because he battled me, JC, Af, and Gluezy for easily 4 of the top punchers in battle rap.
Word. And
GEECHI has battled all 4 of us and has survived, has won in some of those cases. With him having the pen and being able to tell those real vivid street tales that resonate all across the world. You don't even have to be a gangbanger. You got a cousin, you got a homeboy, you got a family member that been through stuff that GEECHI is talking about, so you gonna feel what he's talking about. Word. So I'm not sure what Tech 9, it's not even me being biased, I'm just really like, because you know I'm a battle rap analyst myself, so I'm just trying to analyze it from a fan standpoint and figure out what can Tech 9 do to counteract GEECHI's realism and his bars. Because we know Tech 9 pen game ain't that crazy. Tech 9 was never known for bars. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what his key to victory is going to be. You know what? I got it. Tech 9 key to victory is just simply not to show up. Don't get on the plane. Because when you come to LA, you not finna beat. Listen, bro, you not finna beat no GEECHI Gotti in LA. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we just gotta keep this shit a buck. So if Tech 9 can pull off the impossible, more fucking power to him, and I'll be the first to apologize. I'll go on Champion and apologize and whatever I gotta do. But I can't see Tech winning this battle at all.
Okay. Passwords versus Young Cannon, I think, is also on this card. What's your thought?
Yeah, that's you know, people, nobody really talking about that battle. But that might even be one of the better battles, because Password's lyricism is really up there. His pen game is really up there. I think he just gets slept on because he got a different style, and he kind of come from the grind time background. You know what I mean? Where he's doing like multis and he's doing jokes. But he also talked that Oakland shit. He talked that Oakland shit. You know what I mean? And that's some hood grimy shit up there that they going through. Young Cannon, one of the most consistent battlers, period. Whether he win or lose, whether you don't like his style or you do like him, if you think his punchline style is outdated, then the man is nothing to be played with. I done seen Cannon do niggas filthy. You know what I'm saying? So who gonna win? I want to say Pass. I don't want to be West biased, but I remember Pass and a look he had on his face after the BRIZZ Rothstein battle on Traffic 2. And BRIZZ came to LA and pretty much cleaned Pass up. He cleaned Pass up.
That's a fact. Pass got to bounce back.
Yeah. So guess what? That memory is in Pass's head. He not finna make the same mistake and come back to LA and get beat up again on his second attempt on URL. So I think he's gonna rectify everything he did wrong in that BRIZZ battle, and he's gonna upset Young Cannon. I think he's gonna upset. Maybe Young Cannon is the favorite, but I got Pass winning this one.
No question. Well, y'all get y'all tickets, people. Pay-per-view. Y'all know what it is. Initiation URL shit featuring Danny Myers versus New Jersey Twerk. It's gonna be so bananas.
Whew. Oh yeah, man. Oh man, me and Twerk, just the energy alone. The energy alone is enough to sell the fight, and then you know you're getting 2 extreme pen games with some outside of the box references and just unorthodox. Really, it's unpredictable. Like, you can't predict what I'm gonna say to Twerk, and nobody can predict what Twerk gonna say to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm not really a guy that's gonna take a bunch of angles on somebody, and I don't think Twerk gonna take no whole lot of angles on me either. So it's really gonna just be a battle of who got the better pen, who's just can say the most creative shit, and that's what it's gonna come down to.
Let me ask you this, Danny. From the analytical point of view, you got the new venture with Angry Fans Radio, the premier radio show in battle rap. Do you have any plans on, you know, doing some type of media in the future once you retire away from the game? Like, is this something that you are kind of game?
I will be, I'm gonna be doing no debating. That's KNOW. I'll be doing no debating with Danny Myers. So it'd be like a little radio show I'm gonna do on battle rap.
Okay.
I'll be doing vlogs. I'll be writing a book and be putting out a couple battle rap films. So I'm definitely got a whole lot of stuff on the horizon. I'm gonna be doing commentating on the pay-per-views. I'm gonna be doing coaching. So there's a whole lot of stuff for me to do after my career is done. Okay. But I'm gonna do a lot of that stuff while I'm still battling. You feel me?
Oh, dope.
So I'm working on a movie right now. I'm working on a movie and a book.
Wow.
So look out for that.
Oh God, big moves.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Danny Myers, and you are tuned in to T7M Radio, Battle Rap's premier radio network.